Hi, so we've driven about 1 hour from Brisbane and we're in Karamundi, and this is Lake Karamundi. It's 22 degrees and there's a bit of a breeze, but it's a really pretty spot. Have a look at this.
It's a monster. I'm really struggling. It's delicious.
Bit heavy on the aioli. So we finished our lunch at Coco's Cafe on Lake Karamundi, and now we're going to go for a walk. And lunch, I had flathead. They'd run out of cod. I had flathead, and it was crumbed, and it was okay. The flathead was quite nice, but the chips came with lots of chicken salt, so that was a bit of a shame. It would have been nice to have a choice. And then Paul had the burger, and he said that was delicious, but it had way too much aioli, so he had it all over his hands and he couldn't finish that because it was just saturated. So bit of a shame about that. You win some, you lose some, don't you? It's not the end of the world. So let's go for a walk and wear some of it off. So the lake has fantastic walks going around, and you can see over there, over on the other side of that sand dune is Karamundi Beach. And you know, Karamundi is in North Caloundra, and Caloundra is such a huge part of the Sunshine Coast. It has all those beaches, Bullcock Beach, Golden Beach, Dickey Beach, Moffat Beach, and Karamundi as well. So it's a really, really pretty spot. It's school holidays now, so there's a few kids here at the beach and in the park and riding their bikes along the track, which is really nice. But yeah, it's such a pretty spot. The first European settler to the whole Caloundra area chose here to settle. This is where he came, and when you look around you can see it's just so beautiful. You can see why. You know, the name Karamundi comes from the Aboriginal word Karamundi, and it means flying foxes. Do you know those little flying foxes, those little bats? That's what Karamundi's named after.
This is a Banksia, and it was named after Joseph Banks, who was the botanist on Captain Cook's voyage of discovery of the east coast of Australia.
And this was named after him?
Yeah, after Joseph Banks, yeah. But he named it after himself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a bit conceited, but anyway. So, yeah, Banksia.
And if you've ever read the May Gibbs books, you know all about Banksia men. It kind of felt like a really picturesque, scenic, peaceful place until I read this. It may explode and kill you.
And why are they there?
I don't know why they're there.
Because this area during the Second World War was used as a training area for artillery, and there's still unexploded ordnance can be found here.
I didn't know that. Isn't this great? Because it shows a Karamundi canoe trail, so where you can, through the lake, and you can go through all these little canals with a canoe. It's fantastic, isn't it? There's still a surf lifesaving guard working. He's on duty. Nobody's swimming, but if you do really want to swim, it's pretty rough out there, but you're allowed to swim between those two flags. just driven 10 k's up the road to have a look at Point Cartwright Lighthouse. So let's go have a look. So in the distance, that's Maroochydore. And over here, that's Mooloolaba. I don't know about you, but I love coming to the beach. I love hearing the roar, you know, from the ocean waves. It's fantastic. Reminds me of when I was a child, you know, my parents used to bring us to the beach. It's just fantastic. I think we're so lucky in Queensland. We've got the best beaches in the world. We think we have anyway. And this one on the Sunshine Coast, this is Point Cartwright. So we've just had a look at the lighthouse and looking back towards Mooloolaba Beach and Maroochydore, and now we're just around the other corner. So if we kept walking along the beach, we'd end up at the Karamundi Beach where we were for lunch today. So this is a really nice part of the world, and you know, if you live in southeast Queensland or if you're visiting Queensland, it's definitely somewhere you should come and have a look at, because it's very, very picturesque and very peaceful too. So for this week's Tesla tips, we want to show you Sentry Mode, and this car has 9 cameras around it, and when you leave it parked or locked somewhere, it monitors, those cameras monitor the car while you're gone, and when you come back, it lets you know, it films from different cameras and lets you know if something's happened. So we can see that it's taped here that there was something happened near this red dot, so let's fast forward it. And it's telling us basically if someone's gone very close to the car or if they've touched the car. There you go, pretty harmless. So that obviously some boys with their surfboards walked really close to the car. If someone goes really close to the car like that, it will flash the headlights and give them a bit of a fright, like a warning, don't get too close to this car. If they were to touch the car or try to break in or something, it would set off an alarm and it would tell us, it would send us messages to our phone. So how good is that? Isn't that just amazing? That's another thing I love about this car. We love coming back to Mooloolaba. There's something that always pulls us back this way. Maybe it's because we used to live here. But I want to show you, I want to point out where we were before. This is Point Cartwright, and this is a view that I'm looking at. And if you look way, way over here, that's where the Point Cartwright lookout is, where we were before.